Have you ever caught yourself lost in thought, wondering, where do these thoughts come from? Why do they feel so real? Maybe you've heard a little voice in your head whispering doubts like, what if I fail? Or, I'm not good enough. Or perhaps it's a voice cheering you on, saying, you can do this. Here's the truth. The voice in your head isn't always right. It's not always kind. But it's always there. And here's the good news. You don't have to let it control you today. Let's explore how your mind works, where these thoughts come from, and how you can transform them into a force for good in your life. By the end of this journey, you'll have a better understanding of your thoughts, and more importantly, you'll know how to make them your ally. The brain as a city of roads. Imagine your brain as a busy, vibrant city. Within this city, there are countless roads crisscrossing every direction. These roads are called neural pathways, and they connect different parts of your brain. Some roads are smooth and wide, like highways. Others are small and barely used, like narrow alleyways. The workers managing the city are neurons, tiny messengers that send signals throughout your brain. These signals travel along the roads, carrying messages that shape how you think, feel, and act. Now, every time you repeat a thought or action, the road it travels on becomes a little smoother and wider. Think of it like paving a path in the forest. Every step makes it easier to walk that path again. This is why habits form. Whether it's the habit of doubting yourself or encouraging yourself, the more you use a certain thought pathway, the stronger it becomes. How thoughts are created. Now, let's look at where these thoughts come from. The environment around you, what you see, hear, or feel, provides the input. Your subconscious mind processes this input and decides which neural pathway to activate. This activation isn't just part of the process, it is the thought itself. This is why your thoughts can feel so automatic, so immediate. Your brain is simply running along the pathways it knows best. For example, if you've faced criticism in the past, your brain might automatically activate a pathway of self-doubt when you face a challenge. But if you've practiced self-affirmation and positivity, your brain might activate a pathway of confidence instead. Here's the important thing to remember. So, thoughts are not facts. They are patterns, habits your brain has formed over time. And habits can change. A helpful analogy, the liver and the brain. Think about your liver for a moment. The liver doesn't just produce bile as a product. It produces bile because that's what it does. It's inseparable from its function. The same is true of your brain. It doesn't produce thoughts as a product. It produces thoughts because that's how it works. Thoughts aren't separate from your brain's activity. They are the brain in action. This means that just because a thought exists doesn't make it true. Thoughts are automatic reactions, shaped by your habits, memories, and environments. They're like cars, driving on those neural pathways in your brain. Sometimes helpful, sometimes not. Shifting your perspective on thoughts. This understanding is powerful. When you realize that your thoughts are just patterns, neural pathways being activated, you can stop treating every thought as fact. You can step back and say, this is just a thought. It doesn't define me. I can choose whether to believe it or let it go. Imagine the relief of lifting that weight off your shoulders. Imagine realizing that just because a thought pops into your mind, it doesn't mean it's true or that you have to act on it. Building and rebuilding roads. Every time you think a thought, you're reinforcing a neural pathway. The more you think it, the stronger it gets. But here's the beautiful thing. Just like roads can be repaired or redirected, so can your neural pathways. If you've been stuck on a road of self-doubt, you can start building a new road, one of self-belief and confidence. With time and practice, that new road can become your brain's preferred path. This explains why you might feel confident one day and doubtful the next. Your brain is simply switching between different pathways. Remember, none of these pathways are permanent. Your brain is always ready to grow and adapt. The power of self-awareness. So, how do you begin this transformation? It starts with self-awareness. Take a moment to observe your thoughts without judgment. Ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Is this thought helping me or holding me back? Is it even true? When you question your thoughts, you disrupt the automatic patterns. You create space to choose a different path, a path that serves you. Here's a simple affirmation to try. I am not my thoughts. I can choose which ones to believe. Repeat it to yourself whenever you feel overwhelmed by negativity. Rewriting your inner narrative. Imagine catching a negative thought in the act. Instead of letting it take over, you pause and say, this is just a pattern, not a truth. Then intentionally replace it with a more empowering thought. I am capable. I am enough. Over time, this practice will reshape your mind. The negative pathways will weaken, and the positive ones will grow stronger. Every step you take in this journey is like laying a brick on a new road, a road that leads to confidence, clarity, and peace. Your thoughts shape your reality. Here's a truth to hold close. Your thoughts shape your reality. When you learn to reshape your thoughts, you take control of your life at work, at home, everywhere. Imagine waking up each day with the clarity to see your thoughts for what they are, the strength to choose the ones that lift you up. Imagine feeling empowered to rewrite the stories that hold you back. Practical tips to begin your journey. 1. Start small. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Don't judge them, just notice them. 2. Practice gratitude. Focus on the good things in your life. Gratitude is a powerful way to activate positive pathways in your brain. 3. Affirm yourself. Speak kind words to yourself. Say things like, I am learning and growing every day, or I am strong and capable. 4. Pause and reflect. When you notice a negative thought, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this thought true? Do I want to believe it? 5. Take action. Once you've chosen a positive thought, act on it. Let your actions reinforce the new pathway you're building. Walking meditation, a practice for growth. As you walk, let each step symbolize a new beginning. Imagine each footstep paving a new road in your mind, a road of positivity and possibility. Ask yourself, what thoughts have been shaping my day? Are they lifting me up or holding me back? Am I ready to let go of the ones that no longer serve me? Let the rhythm of your steps remind you that change is possible. With every step, you're moving closer to the person you want to be. Closing affirmation. Let me leave you with this affirmation. I am the creator of my thoughts. I choose thoughts that empower me, lift me, and guide me toward my best self. Take this with you and know that every time you choose a positive thought, you're choosing a brighter, more fulfilling life. If this teaching resonates with you, share it with someone who might need it. Together, we can grow in awareness, reshape our inner stories, and create lives filled with peace and empowerment.